Hello guys, this is Siri. I'm from Siri Tutor Blogs. Today we are going to look into differences between at the rate REST controller and controller. So basically, before diving into the coding part, I just want you to know the differences. So what is the difference between REST controller and a controller? A REST controller is a controller that invokes a REST service call, and we see the response in the form of a JSON format. Whereas a normal controller, it just returns a response in the form of a HTTP response. Um, so let's dive into the example, coding example. So for that, we are going to create a Spring Boot application. Let's type in the Spring Boot application. So I am going right now. I'm using Eclipse IDE, and here is the Spring Starter project. You can give any name, whatever it is, uh, whatever you want to. So we are going to use an MVC architecture with Spring Boot. Okay, and we are going to use a Maven project and Java with the jar 21 is the version. And this is Spring. Okay, let's click on next. And these are the defaults that has loaded for me. For you, it will be based on like how frequently you use it. So these are the things which I have used it recently. So we are going to use Spring Web, Timeleaf, and we are not using SQL driver as of now for this example. We are not using JPA. We are not using Lombok, we're going to do it in another example. So these three is pretty enough. Timely for viewing it on the UI. Web for demonstrating at the rate REST and at the rate REST controller and at the rate controller, and Spring Boot is for automatic rebooting of Tomcat server. Let's click on finish, and it should. So our application has been created. I think that it is. Where is our application? I think. Yeah, this is the one. I think. Yeah, this is the one. So it has created this main method. If you run it, it doesn't show you any errors, but it just runs the Tomcat server, and we don't see anything because we have not implemented anything. So first, let's look into an example of at the rate REST controller. So for that, we are going to create a package called controller. So let's create a package called controller here. Okay, and let's create a simple method which returns a simple string. Okay, home. Let's create a method with a home, and let's return this method as welcome to Spring Boot application or something. Spring Boot. Yeah, let's keep it simple as possible. Let's include the annotation REST controller here, and then let's include at the rate get mapping here. And what is the path we want to give? Let's put it simple /home, and that's it. Let's save it. I think it didn't restart this. I don't know if if it had restarted the server. Let's restart the application again. So for that, we can just go into this main method, and then um, we can simply run it. So right click, run as Java application. So the Tomcat has already started on port 8080. Let's fire it up. Let's go to the Tomcat server now. Localhost 8080 slash home. So that is the just to see if our message is coming or not. So yes, it's showing the message like welcome to Spring Boot. And this message has been mapped to this path. Okay, fine. But this we are just displaying a simple title or a string or something like that. But now, if we want to send an object as a response, let's look into that. Sending an object, and we want that object to be seen as a response. So for that, we are going to create another package, which is called as mm, we're going to create a model. Um, yeah, let's create a class, and it should be inside a model. Let's create model package here, and let's name the object as product. And here we are going to just create properties, say ID, string name, and price. That's it. We are not going to complicate anymore. And just let's create setters, getters, all such things, so that it will help us filling the things out for us. So this has already generated a default constructor. Now we are going to create a parameterized constructor with fields and some getters and setters. That's it. Select all, create getters and setters. Now we have created a product object. Uh, now let's create, we have created a product object. Now, what is the logic? What are we trying to do with this product object? What is the logic we want to implement? For that, we are going to create another package called maybe we'll say service package. We'll create a simple service package, and inside the service package, we are going to write the logic, actual logic. It's going to be simple for understanding at the rate REST service, REST controller. So now let's add the annotation at the rate service from Spring Framework, and let's define a list product. Let's define a list product, and let's instantiate all the product properties, and we are going to create only just 3 objects here. So let's do that. I have created a product as a reference and as a list, and let's create the objects of the product here. Yeah, 101 Samsung, 5000. And please excuse me if I write anything spelling mistakes, because I am new to this YouTube. Yeah, to this YouTube world. And thank you for your patience. iPhone. Let's create one more product. That's it. It's not waste of time here. Android. Right. And here 2500. Okay. Let's close the brackets. Now let's include list util java.util and let's include the product. The product is inside the model, which is right. Yeah, this is the one we need. And let's create a method here, public void get all products. For now, we are just returning a void. Let's see. Okay, now let's just return the products. So when we return this products, this is in the form of a list products is the return type. That this is what how the return type has to be declared, because products is defined in the form of list products. So whatever we have written, the same declaration we have to return it. So our service method is also declared here. And now let's go back to controller. And here in the controller, now let's read the object. Now let's declare another method called get product here. And let's return. Where is that get all products declared? It is in service, but service is not here. We have to declare the service object here. We have to declare a service reference. So for that, we are going to define a reference. And we are going to, this is the class that we have defined. If you have include this one, it will include the service which is present in the Spring framework. We don't want that. We need our own service class. So that's why we have to do that. And then we can add auto wired. Auto wired is it is a special annotation which is there in this Spring Boot application that helps us in creating the object. So with the service, we are going to call get products. And get products returns list product. So we are going to change the return type as list products. And now we are going to give a get mapping annotation. What is the annotation we can give? We can give anything, whatever is convenient for us. And so this is pretty much it. Let's see if our object is getting displayed here or not. So we have declared it as products. Yes. It is being displayed in the form of a JSON format because we have declared it as @RestController. Now let's see how to declare it in the form. Let's see the example with controller. Okay. Let's define another method which can get the products with MVC something without a REST controller, but with just MVC architecture. Okay. So here we are going to declare a model. And this model, we are going to import the model which is in the Spring Boot framework, Spring framework.ui. So here when we declare it in the model, we have to say model dot add attributes with the attribute name and attribute value. So let's name the attribute name as products, and attribute value is something which we are fetching out from this method. Okay. And once it is done here like this, we are going to return because we are returning a string, the return type should be string. So the basic idea here is we are returning the response of this object in the form of a string. But where are we trying to print it? We are not printing it on in a form of a JSON format because we are using a controller. So for that we have to use some UI library. So for now, today we are using TimeLeaf for printing all our product values on the UI. So for that we have to import. We already have done it when we created the object. So if you just have a look into the form.xml, you can see here that Spring Boot starter -TimeLeaf has already been imported. That dependency will makes us enable the UI to be shown on the UI. So let's in this controller we have products. It is written in the form of a product, so we have to create a product.html. So it will look for that HTML. So the HTML file is gonna go here in the templates. So right click on templates, new, and create a HTML file. Let's create a HTML file, .html, and then let's import TimeLeaf XML ns :th equals to www.thymemelef. Be careful with this spelling, guys, because if you are doing mistake with the spelling, it doesn't show you the correct output, desired output. So yeah, and let's title it as product list, and let's add a table here, and let's do a border. And then inside a row, let's add the table headings. Table headings as product ID, th product name, product price. Okay. Now let's again open tr here and closing tr, another row, and here we are going to do th of each equals to. So we are going to put it in the product using dollar. And what is the return type in the controller that we are putting? We are going to get it here. We are going to read this. See, if I tell you, this is what the name we are referring to for this output result. So we have to refer it with the same name, products, and we are putting all the results inside this product. Then we are going to iterate into the text, and product dot id. It should be inside curly brackets. Instead of curly brackets, it should be let's copy this, the same thing, so that we can avoid some mistakes. Okay, product ID, name, and price. That's it. Okay, this is pretty much it. Let's fire it up one more time. Oh, there is our notification. Yes, it is here. Let's fire it up. Okay, it is up and running. Here is our JSON. And what is the controller that we have mapped to? Let's go back to the controller. Where is our controller? We have mapped to, oh, there is controller mapping until now. So let's give mapping. Let's let's give the same name as a code name, and let's fire it up. It's already up and running. Copy this, and then let's go here. Here we go. So so I hope you understand the difference between REST controller and controller. So REST controller will give the response in the form of a JSON, and REST controller will give the response in the form of any UI. It can be JSP. For in our case, we have taken timeless. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.